The following is a live presentation of Strathroy Rockets hockey. Aspro's in alone. Daniel Aspro, breakaway, scores! Left to the net here, still has it. Over to the side, center, scores!
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome inside the West Middlesex Memorial Center for tonight's GOJHL action between the Strathroy Rockets and the visiting St. Mary's Lincolns. I'm Noah Smith. Eldon Dunseith with me here today. And Eldon, the Rockets looking to get back to their winning ways, but more importantly tonight, looking to go out there and score some goals. It's something they've struggled with so much so far this season, averaging a goal a game in the early on.
Yeah, 1 goal per game. As I said to you before we went on air, I don't care what league you play in. Scoring once per game is not a recipe for winning hockey. So they are going to want to get out to a fast start and see if they can get off the schneid early.
So the Rockets come in with just the 1 win so far on the season to start. It's a road win in a shootout against the LaSalle Vipers. Other than that, it's been some tough competition. The London Nationals, the Leamington Flyers, and they've been unable to score more than a goal in the game, and they've been unable to get any wins. Tonight, they're going to be going back to Matthew Brazeau in net. He came into the game on Wednesday in London in replace of Gordie O'Dwyer in the second period. Gave up just 3 goals in those 40 minutes of play, one of them, of course, being a fluke off the glass, and played well to keep the Nats at bay for the most part in that game. He'll get the start tonight for Strathroy.
Yeah, they seem to be going back and forth. Wednesday night in London was O'Dwyer's turn. Presumably tonight would be the same for Brazeau. We did, or I guess you did, wonder whether or not the fact that he played the second and third periods on Wednesday night might impact the decision. It has not. And you're right. He played well. The lion's share of the shots that London had were in the second and third period. And Brazeau stood tall. I think that he played well, and I think he'll play well again here tonight. And going up against the club that before this season, the last time we saw the Rockets play, were eliminated in the first round of the Western Conference playoffs by these St. Mary's Lincolns.
It was March of 2020, the last meaningful hockey game before this season started. And it was these St. Mary's Lincolns who gave the Rockets a ride and eliminated them in round 1. The Rockets will look to try and come out with a win tonight. The St. Mary's Lincolns, they're off to, well, a pretty good start so far in the Western Conference, a 3-2 record, and coming off a win last night against the Sarnia Legionnaires at the Pyramid Rec Center in St. Mary's. The starting goaltender tonight for those St. Mary's Lincolns, they're going to be going to Ryan Wheeler in net.
Yeah, I noticed Bryce Walkarius in the warm-up, obviously a name that we recognize from a couple of seasons ago.
Journeyman GOJHL
yes,
goaltender's been around 4 teams now.
I was going to say, he's played on half the league. But yeah, Ryan Wheeler's going to get the start tonight. And as I said, with a quick start, hopefully we will see how good he is.
A couple other scratches in the Strathroy lineup. Jacob Cucci out. Matthew Sturgeon, who we saw called up on Wednesday's game, not in the lineup, of course. Nigel Piercy out of the game, as well as Tage Gallant out of the game for Strathroy. One of the biggest notable scratches for Strathroy tonight is Noah Nelson. He is out of the game, but not a healthy scratch. He's up with the Hamilton Bulldogs of the OHL tonight, so congratulations to him. He was there last night as well and getting the game tonight as well for Hamilton, so he's not with Strathroy. A big loss for this Rockets team.
Yes, and we wish him well, obviously. Sad to see him scratched, but glad to see that it is for a reason that he is up in the OHL playing hockey at the highest level that he can play.
A couple of entries into the game for Strathroy. Thomas Gildolan into the game. He's a Mount Bridges Junior C product, getting the call up tonight. And then Brennan Faulkner, the EMC U18 player, up, and he's actually getting the start in the game tonight for Strathroy.
Yeah, good to see for him. That's got to be exciting. Come up, you get a call up, and you're in the starting lineup.
Jordan Dare, Maxime Mulder, Ethan Lamoureux, Kobe Ferreira, and Sean Aitken are the starting 5 for the visiting St. Mary's Lincolns tonight. And it's an exciting matchup here tonight. Of course, the province announcing just yesterday that capacity going up to 100% in a lot of arenas around the province. We don't see that here tonight in Strathroy. We're still waiting on approval in Strathroy Caradoc, but a good crowd on hand to see if their Rockets can come away with just their second win of the season.
Well, so far the limit has been 250, and we've been at it, I believe, for each home game thus far. So Rockets fans have been just as excited as any other fans around the GOJHL to wait for their club to return and they've been showing up in the numbers mandated by the province.
The maximum number allowed has been the amount of people in the building for Strathroy so far to start this season as the Rockets continue to take to the ice here, of course, led by Brazeau, who will be the starting goaltender tonight. And it looked like a little bit of a tumble getting onto the ice there.
It's like watching little kids sometimes forget that they are young.
So we'll send it down now to ice level here for the national anthems and puck drop to follow. So the anthem's complete here in Strathroy, and just about time for hockey at the West Middlesex Memorial Center. Noah Smith, Eldon Dunseith, high above center ice here to call the action for you on this gorgeous Saturday night in October. The Rockets coming in with a 1-3 record, looking to try and add on to that and get themselves their second win of the season.
Yeah, the officials getting ready here to drop the puck as the clock reads 20 minutes. Matt Brazeau getting a water bottle, headed back to the net.
On Wednesday night in London, the Rockets got off to a pretty good start, actually, in the game. They had some good scoring chances in the first couple of minutes, but then the Nationals scored 2 goals on their first 3 shots, and it was downhill from there. The Rockets will look to start off better here tonight as the Lincolns dump it in right off the puck drop inside the Strathroy zone. It's Faulkner fresh into the game, and a good chance for the Lincolns right away there as Ferreira had that one and just fired it wide of the net. Now back into the St. Mary's zone here as the Lynx go D-to-D. Rockets hard on the forecheck here. Now a long pass down the ice, chipped into the Strathroy zone. It's Brazeau out of his net to play it, but he gives it right back to the Lincolns. In the corner, 3 Rockets trying to get this puck out. They finally do, and now it's going to be a foot race here. Riley Wood's not going to win this one, as the Lincolns back to pick it up in their own zone. Up to Ethan Lamoureux here. Lamoureux to dump that one in. It's going to be picked up by the Rockets as the Lynx will look for a line change. The Rockets will do the same and get Carson Perry, Matthew Pimentel, and Brandon Ballas onto the ice. Here's the pass over to the speeding Hull. Hull just out of his reach. It's going to result in a turnover. Now Carson Perry, the Rockets captain, gets it back for them. Bouncing puck picked up by Pimentel. The shot thrown on goal. That one stopped. First save of the game there by Wheeler. Up to the point and getting past the point of Hull. Rockets looking to try and slow things down a little bit here. Perry coming in across the blue line. Perry to the slot. Shot thrown on. And the save made by Wheeler.
Yeah, the first shot on net, not too difficult for him. That one a little bit more to it, but made the stop nonetheless. Good first shift for the Rockets. Couple of shots on goal. And now a face-off to the left of Ryan Wheeler.
Face off, tied up, and one as the Lincolns dump it into the neutral zone here. Now it's dumped back in by the Rockets. From inside their own zone here, the Lincolns come up ice. The pass to the neutral zone, just out of the reach there of Schnitkerb. It's Brazeau to play it here for Strathroy. Puck flipped up into the neutral zone. Now from center ice, Lalonde dumps it into the zone. The Lynx will give chase as the puck bounces off the boards. Now up to the point, looking for a shot. That one just poked away by the stick of Brazeau. Now a long distance shot. That one fired wide through the screen. Don't know if Brazeau saw it.
I couldn't see Brazeau from my vantage point, so I don't know if he could.
And now it's going to go off a stick and out of play into the Rockets bench with 17:57 to go here in the opening period.
Good pace. Noticed we talked about Walkarius there for a moment. This Lincoln's team has quite a few members back from that team 2 seasons ago. So they are a veteran team.
The Lynx back in that 1920 season, they had some veteran guys, but they also had a good group of young players, and a lot of them still back here for St. Mary's this season. Back into the corner, now up to the point for Dare. Dare's shot whistled off the post and wide. Rebound chance. Brazeau with the save on that one, and slow to get up off the ice there. One of the Lynx players, not sure who that is. Back inside the Strathroy zone here for Jacob Habib. Up to Hewitt. Hewitt passed just out of the reach of Ty Johnson. Now he's going to glove it back down into the St. Mary's zone. Just shy of 3 minutes gone here in this contest. Up to the point, Habib off his skate, keeps it alive inside the St. Mary's zone. Kane Johnson chasing it down, dodging the hit here. Rimmed around the boards by the Lynx, up to the point. At the blue line, kept in by Hewitt, fired towards the net off a stick. And over top of the yellow line, out of play.
Yeah. It was Austin Kelleher, who's now going to the bench for St. Mary's. Incidental contact in front of the Rockets zone. He laid on the ice for a moment, but he did finish the shift, so hopefully that means he's okay.
Face-off in the neutral zone, run back by Brennan Faulkner, who's into the game today for Strathroy. Now puck in the corner. Rockets in the offensive zone, up to the point for Marshall. A shot goes on, rebound comes back out front, and it's going to have to be covered up quickly by Wheeler. Rockets got a good chance there on a lively bounce off the boards. And it's going to be a face-off off to Wheeler's right.
Yeah, Dundas digging there. I think the puck might have been just loose, and the whistle was more because the referee lost sight of it.
Catching a few people off guard by how quickly that bounced off and came back out into the slot. Up into the neutral zone now, bouncing puck. Faulkner will get it, has a little bit of time, flips it up and into the St. Mary's zone. Right on goal here. Wheeler's going to have to play it as Wood was coming on quick. Now looking for an option. That pass tipped up and picked up there. Spinning back, looking for an option. Back behind the St. Mary's net. Lamoureux finds it up and now quickly carrying it up here on the left side, cutting across the middle and offside there against the Lincolns.
Yeah. Sean Aiken getting mixed up with Marshall on the blue line, and both feet across the blue, causing that offside. Face-off will be right here in front of the Rockets bench below us.
Face-off tied up, one back by the Lynx. Lalonde to his deep partner, and a long shot thrown in on Brazeau, who just throws it off to the corner. Picking it up here, Perry. Perry's pass was intercepted. Now he's going to come through center. Still has it on his stick, Perry. Finally loses it, but a penalty on the way here. It's going to go to St. Mary's. A hooking call will send the Rockets to the power play. 4 minutes and 5 seconds into this contest.
I like to think I'm usually pretty good at picking these things up. I missed that. Not sure where that hook happened. Joe Mazer going to the box for the Lincolns.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that was on the far side of the ice because it certainly wasn't with the play.
No, Perry wasn't hooked on his way across the blue line, so must have been away from the play. Nonetheless, a power play here for the Rockets early in the first period.
Face off and one back to the point here. Smith hands it off to Wood, who's just going to shovel it down low. As the Rockets get to work on the power play here early in this contest. Now to Ballas in the corner. Ballas up to the point for Smith. Smith over to Hull. At the point, Hull's just going to walk his way over to center and hands it off to Carson Perry. Perry to the slot, into the skates, and poked away, but Wood gets it back here, and now Wood hands it off to Perry. Up to Hull. Hull looking for a shot. One-timer. That one whistled well wide by Smith and goes all the way back into the Strathroy zone.
Yeah, the unfortunate part of that, when you're shooting off the half boards, if you miss the net, it's going to rim around and cause an icing against you.
It's Carson Perry with speed here as he works his way in. Back behind the St. Mary's net. Now picked up. Wood off the wall to Smith. Smith Back to Riley Wood. Wood looking shot, whistled that one wide. It'll bounce and come all the way back down into the Strathroy zone. As Hull got a little bit tied up there. 54 seconds remaining here on the man advantage for Strathroy. Carson Perry once again right through the middle, and it's going to be an offside called against the Rockets.
Yeah, he lost control of the puck, kind of bobbled on him as he was coming across the blue line, causing that offside. A little bit more passive penalty kill here by the Lincolns than we've seen by recent teams that they've played, Leamington and London.
Leamington's forecheck on the penalty kill was something you haven't seen before. And then the Nationals, of course, always a good penalty kill. Here's the Rockets down to their final 30 seconds on this man advantage. Still in their own zone with it as Kindry hands that one off. Now looking for a pass onto the stick of Faulkner. Faulkner up to Spezial, but just out of the reach of him. Intercepted and sent back into the Strathroy zone. 15 to go on the man advantage. Handing it off, working up ice. Spezial, he gets thrown into the wall. Big hit there. Rockets were offside on the play. As Spezial slow to get off the ice there. Looks like driving the side of his head, possibly on the neck there. Into the corner now. Rockets have it inside their own zone. Dangerous move here as that one was put out front. Hewitt with it. Hewitt tried to pass, fanned on it, lost it. And the Lincolns will take control as it's dumped in by Monroe. Inside the Rockets zone here. Picking it up off the half wall. Good move by Hogarth to work his way around. Hogarth will flip it in. Inside the Lincoln zone. Hewitt looking for a pass. Back to Hogarth. Hogarth up to the point. Habib. Habib shot that one off a stick and into the glass. Looked like it might have gone out of play, but the play stays alive. Now it's St. Mary's back the other way. In across the line. Pass intercepted. Into the skates. Thrown on goal. That one whistled wide. Monroe has it go up to the point to him. He fires one on goal. Easy blocker save by Brazeau. Now another one. Long distance shot towards the net. Bouncing around. Kept out of the net by Brazeau. Back down low into the corner. Hewitt's going to pick up this stray pass by the Lincolns. Clear it out to the blue line and finally get it out. Doesn't get very far before the Lincolns stump it back in. Brennan Faulkner now just past him and into the corner. Lynx looking for a line change here, and they'll finish up that line change. 7.5 minutes gone here in the opening period as Faulkner tips it up to Hogarth, and Hogarth dumps it into the zone. Johnson tries to pin it against the wall here as a fresh set of legs out there for Strathroy. Dolan gave that one back to the D-man Marshall. Almost had that one poked off his stick. Now the backhand bouncing pass gets out to the neutral zone. Monroe able to get it up here as the Lynx move forward into the Strathroy zone. On the right side, Aitken just out of his reach. Now he intercepts the pass. Comes up to the point where it's going to be picked up by Riley Wood. Wood in on the right side, working towards the net here. Has that one poked away, gets it back, looking for an option. Pass almost finds it over to Faulkner, and now the Lynx come back the other way. Ooh, and just out of the reach there of Ferreira goes into the corner. Back and forth play here to start this contest. 11.5 to go here. Faulkner tries to work his way towards the net there. He's the lone Rocket as the rest of them went for a line change. Now St. Mary's from their own zone to the neutral zone. Onto the stick of Lamoureux. Lamoureux, but they're offside. Just a step ahead of the play there.
What seems like only a couple of shifts ago, but a really long time ago now, Brendan Spezial left the ice after a collision along the far boards. He's been talking to trainer Mike Smith ever since, but his helmet is back on. He looks like he's going to be okay to continue.
Inside the Strathroy zone here as Habib tried to get that one out and lost it, but now the Rockets do send it down. No icing here as Pimentel chased that down. Now up into the skates, carrying that one forward here. Mazer had that one up to his D-man, and now carrying it forward here, Perry. Perry looking, drops it, Ballas shot, that one stopped, rebound comes out, and it goes into the corner for Smith, and now a big hit thrown. Dangerous location there, and they're lucky they got out of it without a penalty as it's dumped back into the Strathroy zone for Habib. Habib up to Perry. Perry looking for options here. We'll just hand it back to Habib. Habib across center, flips it up into the air, and the Rockets with a wholesale change here. As we near the midway mark of this opening period, still no score between the Rockets and Lincolns. Now a long one thrown in on Brazeau. Brazeau gloved it down, kept it alive here. Gets it up to Hall. Now up the boards. This one chipped over top. Chasing that one down. Spezial is back out onto the ice as he goes tumbling over top of Lalonde. Now it's inside the Strathroy zone. Kindry was battling there to try and get this one away. Turned over and a good chance, but it will go off a stick and out of play.
Talked about the back and forth that's happening. Just line rush after line rush going in each direction. It seems to run from hash marks at one end to the hash marks at the other because none of these have really turned into really good scoring chances for either club. So a lot of skating, a lot of good passing, but not much in the way of scoring chances.
Bouncing puck off the draw, trying to chip that one forward was Dundas, but he couldn't as it's thrown in long distance on goal. Brazeau had it, and it was kind of just sitting at the side of the net. Now thrown on from the point, and he gloves that one down, makes the save. A face-off will come inside the Strathroy zone with 9:49 remaining in the period.
Yeah, a little miscommunication there between Brazeau and his defender.
Halfway through the opening period here, still no score. One back by the Lynx, thrown on goal. That one stopped by Brazeau, now sits behind the Strathroy net. Picked up by the Lynx. In the corner, trying to work out. Odd angle shot thrown on. That one stopped and picked up by Perry on the rebound. He'll come up. Pimentel up there as well. Marshall now comes up, Nan and Brink over to the left side. Looking for an option towards the net. That one misses the net. Monroe from the point. That shot blocked. Tries a pass over. Off a stick, kept alive here. Vandenbrink back down low. Big hit thrown, and now up to the point for the Lincolns. Off a stick, goes into the corner. Monroe keeps it alive. Walking out in the slot, whistled off the bar. What a chance there as it's just going to be cleared out by Strathroy. But Brazeau going to give the post a little tap there. A thank you, if you will.
No doubt. That was a rocket of a wrist shot. Beat him clean, but hit the bar. And kudos to Brandon Ballas, who had a really good defensive shift out there the last shift. 2 different stick lifts to take away scoring chances from St. Mary's.
St. Mary's now looking to try and set up in the Strathroy zone. At the half wall here, 2 guys on Johnson, and now it's going to be taken up here as Faulkner hands that off to Wood. Wood with a little move there, lost it. Habib picks it up, drops for Riley Wood. Wood shot on, and a glove save by Wheeler, who gets back into the action. A little shove there from Habib.
Jacob Habib.
Try to get himself involved any way he can.
Yeah, long way from home, though, down in front of the Lincoln's net. The Strathroy defender, number 24, involving himself physically after the whistle.
Up to the point for a Hall. One-time shot. That one off a stick of Ferreira by Kindry. Kept inside of the St. Mary's zone. Now Wood holding on to it. Wood wide on the left side. Still has it behind the St. Mary's net. Lynx draped all over him. Finally, they're able to get this one away as it's chipped up but not out. Still inside the Lincoln zone. Rimmed around the boards. Hall able to keep it in with his skate. Now looking for an option. Just trying to hand it off down low. Right in Faulkner, just out of his reach as Dundas gets it in the corner. Throws it toward the net there. Weird bounces. It will find its way all the way back out to the neutral zone. I don't think Wheeler was expecting that one to be thrown on goal.
I don't think so either.
A turnover and a shot on goal stopped by Brazeau. A gimme out front, and the Lincolns couldn't bury. Kindry now. Kindry picks it up for Strathroy into the offensive zone. Hands it down low. 2 Rockets below the goal line here, battling, trying to get this puck away. Now from inside the zone. Lalonde down the ice, and it will be an icing call against the Lincolns. 7:26 to go here in the opening period. No score between the Rockets and the Lincolns.
And the lead pass misfired there, leading to the icing call. Saw Lalonde look skyward. not happy with himself.
Hogarth to take the draw, won it back for Strathroy, and the pass over to Smith was intercepted, and it's just going to be flipped up and now picked up here as Hogarth thought about coming in, and now they do. Kane Johnson, Hogarth, shot tipped and wide. Couple of chances here for Strathroy. Spezial now out front of the St. Mary's bench. He's sent down with a big hit as the puck will go out of play, and you can hear the Lynx bench there erupt.
You ever notice that the players are so much more excited when the hit happens directly in front of their bench?
More excitement that way.
And poor Spezial got put on his pants right in front of the Lincoln's bench.
Draw one back here by St. Mary's in the neutral zone. Lalonde will throw it into the corner. Heading off the glass on the way as Smith rims it back around here. The Rockets looking to exit the zone quickly. They will. Faulkner coming in across. Tried a little too many moves there and lost it. Comes all the way back into the Strathroy zone where Spezial hit once again. Boy, the Lincolns are being tough on him so far tonight. Trying to get it out here with Gallagher right on him. Lalonde flipped over to the opposite side. It's Smith leaving it for no one down there, and now he'll get it back as two Lynx ran into each other. Pass into the slot. Faulkner, his pass intercepted. Now chipped up into the neutral zone. Losing an edge there as he came in. Now inside the Rocket zone, up to the neutral zone, and Faulkner will just dump that one in. Rockets will get a change here. 6 minutes to go in period number one. Bouncing puck inside the St. Mary's zone. Good move. Pass to the net here. Shot. That one stopped by Brazeau. Now it bounces back out front. Pimentel up here through the middle. Leaves it. Shot. Rebounded almost right onto the stick of Perry there. He couldn't get the shot off. And all the way back into the Strathroy zone for Habib. Chances for either side here in the opening period, but no score here as Carson Perry will throw it in there and chase after it inside the St. Mary's zone. Onto the half wall here. Looking to keep it alive here as the body thrown. Now back down low, Perry. Coops throwing the body against him. Up to the point, Habib has that one get past him all the way into the neutral zone. Schnitker, pass, shot, whistled wide. Now going back to pick it up here, Morey. Got help behind the net. Walks out to the top of the circle. Vandenbrink back down low, just out of the reach of Schnitker. Morey back to Schnitker, now on his backhand. You had Habib right on him. Now Perry into the corner to help out. Pass goes all the way to the opposite side, just going to be chipped up and down the ice. Bouncing puck, and it will go for an icing against a tired Rockets unit.
And the referee fixing this attempted line change by the Rockets as they were trying to do a line change, but the icing from their own end of the rink means they can't change. As Ty Johnson gets pulled off the bench and brought back on the ice, and the face-off will be to the right of Matthew Brazeau with 4:38 remaining in the first.
Off the draw here, it's the Lincolns with a chance and a shot. Easily gloved down by Brazeau, so we'll get another face-off off to his right.
4 seconds tick off the clock, and we'll do it all again, just like it never happened.
Perfect for the Rockets, who will finally get that line change.
Yes.
That tired group wasted no time
Yes.
heading to the bench. Off the draw here, Ferreira's shot was tipped wide, and now the Rockets looking to clear. They will. They'll get it out to the neutral zone. Kicked forward here. And back into the Lincoln zone. Spinning around, working up ice here on the left side and across the Rockets' blue line. He's got Lamoureux with him. Looking for a back out front. Stopped by Brazeau. Rebound stopped again here. Kindry trying to clear house out front. He will as it's cleared back out to the neutral zone. Now Ferreira hands it off, and finally Lamoureux clears the zone. Now up on the left side. Into the corner. Kindry going to chase him down there. Centering pass was intercepted. Faulkner will rip it off the glass and get it out, and it's going to be picked up by Riley Wood working forward. Riley Wood chipping it on goal, stopped by Wheeler, and he'll cover up to get the face-off inside the Lincoln zone. 3:40 to go here in the opening period.
I've really liked the first period of Brendan Faulkner. The Elgin Middlesex call-up has been involved physically. He's been skating well, and he doesn't look out of place here. Is the best compliment that I can give him. I've really liked his first period.
It's Hogarth on the draw. It's one back to the point. Marshall just going to hand it off down low. Looking for a chance. Slot thrown on. Hewitt whistled it wide of the goal. Now Smith had a chance to play it. It's knocked past him and all the way back into the Rocket zone. Marshall. Hogarth poked it away. Gets it up forward, losing that one. Hogarth's going to have to walk, look, and fire it in. Now Hewitt, who had just had that glorious chance just inside the zone, clearing it out to center. 3 minutes to go here as we work our way towards the conclusion of this first period. It takes a funny hop off the boards and comes right back out into the slot. Brazeau was ready and waiting for it to play that one. Now from the neutral zone, Moore. Dumped up forward. Mazer will head to the bench. So will the Lincoln's forward unit to get a change. The Rockets back in their own zone now, looking for some options here as they have a little bit of time, but not much. As Kelleher right on him. Knocked away. Kelleher. Now he's thrown into the boards. Bouncing puck up to the point. Long shot thrown on. Rebound comes out front. They score. And the Lincolns will strike first. It's 1-0.
Nicholas Mazza was Johnny on the spot. Another large bounce off the backboards, came right back out. And Brazeau, who had moved on the first shot, was just out of position. I'm not sure he makes that save either way. That was a bullet one-timer off the boards by Mazza. It just might be his first GOJHL goal, as I think the Lincolns have collected that puck on his behalf.
It's dumped in off the draw here inside St. Mary's territory. Now back out into the slot. Spezialis shot, big rebound, comes back out. Wheeler having to stay sharp here for the Lynx as he gets tested late in this period. Now on the left side, thrown towards the net. Stopped by Brazeau. He's on his wallet, and the play is blown down here as the net comes off. Lincoln's with another good chance here.
Yeah, I'd say he stood tall there, but he did a better job sitting on his pants. As the Rockets defender and the Lincolns forward both went in. Kelleher and Johnson, unfortunately, I don't think either one of them intended to end up where they ended up, but the net came off, and there's now a face-off to the right of Matthew Brazeau with 2:13 remaining in the first period.
Looks very well like the first goal in the GOJHL by Mazza. It's his first of the season, and it's given the Lincolns a 1-0 lead here. Now the Rockets trying to clear their own zone here, getting into a little bit of trouble. Against the wall here, it's going to be Carson Perry to pick it up. Perry lost it back, and now the Lynx back to their own blue line. Now over to Dare. Dare to center. Long one thrown on and blockered away by Brazeau. They're going to reverse it, go to the other side. Now they try to go right up through the middle. That was almost another turnover there for Strathroy. Up to the blue line here. Perry off his skate. Chipped up forward, coming in on the left side. Long shot off a stick, out of play with 1:24 to go here in period number 1.
Well, they've done a lot of good work here in the first period, but for all the good work they've done, their best chances have either been stopped by Wheeler or been fired wide, and then the first primo, break of a chance that the Lincolns get, and it ends up in the net.
Rockets from their own zone. They'll get it up to center, chipped forward here. Now Faulkner. Faulkner, long shot, blockered away. Tries to fire it towards the net there. Couldn't hold it in at the blue line. Now it's chipped past. Going to chase it down, Lamoureux. Lamoureux hit into the wall. It's Hall. Back the other way now. Into the corner. Hall with it again. Trying to leave it there. No one there for the Rockets, ready and waiting. 44 seconds to go here in the opening period. A little bit of urgency from Strathroy, trying to see if they can get something to happen late in the period as Ferreira hits Wood right in front of the St. Mary's bench. Bouncing pass will go into the Strathroy zone. Ferreira, Kindry throws the body against him. It's Faulkner there to pick it up. No one to pick up the pass. Comes right back out into the slot, and almost a glorious chance there for the Lynx. Pass intercepted right onto the stick of Moore. Now working forward here, Dundas pass out of the reach of Faulkner. Dozen seconds to go here in the opening period. Faulkner working to try and get that puck back. Smith will chip it out to the neutral zone. Hull will pick it up with 3 seconds to go. Watch time tick off the clock, and that will do it for the opening period. So back and forth they go through the opening 20 minutes, but it's the Lincolns who come out with a 1-0 lead on the goal by Nicholas Mazza.
A bit of a happening here in the final minute of that period. Ethan Lamoureux took a solid body check into the glass over by the Rockets penalty box, and he slowly made his way to the bench. He's been sitting for the final 30 seconds of that period on the bench with his helmet off, talking to the trainer. We'll see if he returns. Hopefully he's okay and is able to return for the second period.
He is making his way to the dressing room now, although he's the last one there for the Lincolns. But his team's got a 1-0 lead. That's courtesy of the first of the season and first of the career, Nicholas Mazza picking up the goal. Miles Baker and Austin Kelleher on the assist for the Lincolns at 17:28. So the late goal gives the Lincolns the lead, and the late goal will have the Lincolns going to the dressing room with that 1-0 lead.
Yeah, back and forth first period. Both teams had some good chances. And unfortunately for the Rockets, as I said, once again, the best chance that the Lincolns got, they were able to pot the goal. And so far, the Rockets have been unable to do that.
The shots on goal in the first period, 14-12 in favor of the Lincolns. And the Lincolns, of course, getting that all-important first goal to give them a 1-0 lead. A couple other games going on around the Greater Ontario Junior Hockey League tonight. We'll focus on the ones in the Western Conference. Kamoka hosting the St. Thomas Stars tonight at the Wellness Center. That is a 2-1 lead for the Kamoka Kings as that first period wraps up at the Wellness Center. And one other game going on that is completed earlier today as the Chatham Maroons 5-4 winners over the Leamington Flyers in an afternoon matinee game going on down in Chatham. Here at the West Middlesex Memorial Center, it's a 1-0 Lincolns lead. We'll go ahead and we will take a break here. Second period coming up from Strathroy. The following live broadcast of Strathroy Rockets hockey is made possible thanks to our generous sponsors. Andy's Legendary Pizza, located at 10 Metcalf Street West in Strathroy. Commonwealth Financial, located at 370 Albert Street in Strathroy and online at commonwealthfinancial.ca. Carpet One Floor and Home, located at 325 Caradoc Street South in Strathroy. All Season Concrete, located just outside Strathroy, and visit them online at allseasonconcrete.ca. MNP Accounting, Consulting, and Tax Services, located at 6 Front Street in downtown Strathroy. And by Middlesex Chiropractic. Visit them at 117 Thomas Street in Strathroy.
The following is a live presentation of Strathroy Rockets hockey. Aspro's in alone. Daniel Aspro, breakaway, scores! Left to the net here, still has it. Over to the side, center, scores!
Well, we welcome you back here to the West Middlesex Memorial Center. Strathroy Rockets and the St. Mary's Lincolns doing battle here on this Saturday night, and it's the Rockets trailing the Lincolns by a score of 1-0. That one goal coming later on in that first period of play, and an exciting first period, Eldon. Back and forth for both these clubs, but it's the Lincolns who come into period number 2 with that 1-0 lead.
Yes. As you said, good back and forth period. And I said it Wednesday night in the game in London, like any goal scorer, when they're not scoring, are they getting chances? And as long as you're getting chances, you know eventually the puck will go in the net. And I would like to think that that's going to be the case for the Rockets, because Wednesday night they opened up with several great chances to score in the first 5 minutes of that first period. And they had some good chances the rest of the way. And in this game, they probably had 3 or 4, I would say A- chances to score. And they didn't. And eventually, you would like to think, if they continue to get this many chances, that the puck will start going into the net. But in the meantime, another period ends, and they're trailing 1-0.
I think if you could play the next 40 like you played that first 20, this is going to be a close game down to the final buzzer. If there's one thing I'd like to see the Rockets clean up here in periods 2 and 3, it was the turnovers in their own zone. There was far too many passes that found themselves not close to a Lincoln stick, but right on a Lincoln stick, whether it's in the slot, inside the blue line. It resulted in a good scoring chance.
And that, turnovers have led to goals in previous games already in the first 4 games this season. It is something that has happened with unfortunate regularity for the Rockets early in this season.
So the Rockets will have to try and clean up that aspect of their game a little bit here as they come back out for period number 2. The Lincolns will come out here with that 1-0 lead and look to try and hold on to that. We mentioned the shots on goal, 14-12 in favor of St. Mary's in period number 1. A lot of good chances going back and forth either way. Wheeler having to stand tall on his end for the Lynx, and Brazeau having to do the same for Strathroy. The one goal that did go in, that was a tough one. I don't know if he was going to stop that, even if he knew that one was coming towards him. But it doesn't change the fact that it's a 1-0 Lincoln's lead here as we come back out and the teams get back out to the ice for period number 2. We'll switch sides and the Rockets will go from left to right. The Lincolns from right to left. And it'll be even strength as well to start period number 2. Just one penalty in that first period of play was the hooking call that sent the Rockets to the power play, but they were unable to find the back of the net. It'll be Ballas, Perry, and Pimentel over here to start.
Having some troubles with the door at the far end. Oh, there we go. Finally got that closed.
A couple of the Rockets out of the lineup tonight having to get the gate closed.
Double duty. You're not playing. You're going to have to work.
So we are underway now, period number 2 in Strathroy as the Rockets have it in the neutral zone. Smith hands that one back to Marshall. Marshall up ice, and on this fresh sheet, it's going to find its way back onto the stick of the Lincolns. Now into the neutral zone. Stripping the puck there. It's Perry dodging a hit, but Mulder knocks it away with the stick. Picking it up, coming in on the right side. On his forehand, spinning Lamoureux up to the point. Shot blocked. Gets out to the neutral zone.
Glad to see Ethan return to the game. Lamoureux.
He took that hit in the first period, and he's back out on the ice to start period number 2, so it looked like a little bit of rest was all he needed. Now Pimentel coming back the other way. Carson Perry has it. Tried to hand it back to Pimentel over there, over at the blue line. Knocked down by the stick of Faulkner. Faulkner's shot will go off a shin pad, and the Lincolns will come back the other way. Looking for a shot off the post, and it bounces in. Brazeau can't catch a break. It bounces off the post, off the back of his leg, and in the back of the net. And it is a 2-0 Lincoln's lead just 57 seconds into the second period.
Beat him clean to the far post, or I guess our near post down to our left. And yeah, it hit just on the inside of the post, came out, and as he turned, hit him right in the back of the leg and ended up in the net. Very unfortunate bounce for Brazeau. Nonetheless, 57 seconds into the second, it's 2-0 Lincolns.
So the Lynx now working with a 2-0 lead after that early goal has put them up by a pair. Now the Rockets, a turnover down low. Rubbing him out, trying to get out to the half wall. Faulkner will chip that one forward. He'll come into the offensive zone. Lincolns will clear as that one's rimmed around the glass. Bouncing puck will come out to the neutral zone. Kindry hands it over to Hall. Hall back to Kindry as a big hit goes into the wall there. Dodging a hit and getting out to center was Spezial. Now thrown into the offensive zone. The Rockets are offside here. They'll have to clear as it's just flipped up into the neutral zone. Bouncing puck back down as Hall picks it up. Kindry back and another turnover here. Errant pass. Vanderbrink shot. That one whistled as well off the bar. Another turnover resulting in another good chance here, but the post keeps it out. Dundas on the right side, up to center. Mulder strips it from him, and the Lincolns in control in their own zone. Bounced off the boards behind the net here. Now getting it up to center. Good move to get around, just out of the reach of Dundas. Rimmed around the boards, gets up to the blue line. Trying to clear Schnitker. He can't. Now thrown on goal. Wheeler shoveled it aside into the corner. Faulkner just going to leave it there. No one to pick it up for Strathroy. Up to the blue line and cleared down the ice. No icing here. Brazeau thought about leaving it. He will. Rockets will win the race here. And it's Faulkner looking for a shot down the ice. He will. Coops went to play it, so no icing here against Strathroy. It's Coops. Up to Schnitker off his stick and back to Ty Johnson. Now poked forward. Dundas on the attack here as the Lincolns inside their own zone looking to try and clear. They will get it up to the glass and down the ice. Vandenbrink to chase it down against Habib. Habib able to knock that one away from him. Picking it up, Johnson. Johnson's pass intercepted. Vandenbrink looking, shot stopped by Brazeau. Lincolns with a couple close quarter chances here early on. Trying to bury their third as this one's just going to be flipped up into the neutral zone. Takes a fortunate hop over to Riley Wood. Wood in on the left side. Now Wood cuts to the middle. Backhand. One-time chance out front. And it's stopped by Wheeler.
Oh,
and now a penalty coming here.
Yeah, that's going to earn him a penalty, yep.
Dundas went on the rebound there, and I don't even think it was anything he did to the goaltender Wheeler, but the Lincolns didn't like it, and now they're going to head to the box here.
It wasn't egregious. He did put his stick, in around the glove of Wheeler when Wheeler made the save. Coops came through, leaned on him, but apparently that wasn't enough for Coops, and I guess in the NFL that would have been a 15-yard horse collar tackle. Threw Dundas to the ice, and 2 minutes in the box.
Coops has been throwing the body around tonight. Obviously a physical player, but now he's going to find himself in the box here. So the Rockets to the power play here as they're back in their own zone and will look to try and set up. Passes up to Carson Perry. Perry will leave it for Smith, and now Smith up through the neutral zone here for the Rockets. On the left side, leaves it for Perry. Perry past to Ballas. Ballas back down low. No one there for Strathroy. Trying to pin it against the wall here. Now great job as it comes up to the point. Smith will walk across the blue line. Smith shot thrown on. Blocked away by Wheeler. Once again off to Perry on the half wall. Perry hands it off down low. Ballas to Smith. Back to Ballas, who will walk up to the top of the circle and hand it off to Carson Perry down low. Perry with a Lincoln draped all over him. Up to the point. It gets past Smith and back down into the Strathroy zone.
Yeah, I think that was a hook.
It's Perry coming in on the right side out front. And it's off and stopped.
No.
And now coming here, and there's going to be pushes and shoves right out front. And now The gloves have been dropped here. Ballas down low in the corner. I think it's with Kelleher.
Yeah.
Kelleher throws him to the ground. And those two got into it. And this is going to take a little bit of time to clean up. Kelleher and Ballas will hit the showers early tonight.
There was a penalty coming to the Lincolns. As the rush came down, the referee skated by the Rockets bench. I could see his arm up. And then just an unfortunate set of circumstances that the Rockets forward just didn't stop as he headed into the blue paint, sent Wheeler flying into the goal. And that never turns out well. So we'll see how Garnham, the referee, how this plays out here. The original 2 minute, I assume 2 minutes was going to go to the Lincolns, but we'll see how he calls the rest of it.
The Lincolns already shorthanded. They have 1 minute and 4 seconds left on the original penalty to Coops. And as you mentioned, they did have the original call, and we'll see if that stands after the fisticuffs that sent Ballas and Kelleher to the dressing rooms early.
I mean, if I had to guess, the contact with Ryan Wheeler is going to even out the original, I would think. To be quite honest, with what I saw, I'd be surprised if anybody gets an extra manpower advantage out of this, and it'll just stay with another 1:04 remaining on the Rockets' power play. And neither penalty box door has opened, so I think that's what they're going to do.
So it'll just be the two fighting majors.
Everything offsetting. It's probably 2-5 in a game for both of them. Whatever the original call was, the 2 minute hit on Wheeler, and then 5 in a game for the fight.
So the Rockets will still have 1 minute here on the man advantage from that original penalty, and get set to work up ice. It's Spezial on the left side. Spezial into the corner with it. He'll spin and look for an option. Down to his feet. Gets it back again here. Up to the point, Johnson. Hands it off to Spezial. Spezial back down low. Dundas looking for options. No one there for Strathroy. It's going to be Muller just pinning it against the wall here as time will tick away from the man advantage. Back down low. Brennan Spezial into the corner. Return shot. That one whistled wide. Good chance on the power play here, but they couldn't get a shot on goal registered as that one was whistled wide of the net here. Now cutting out to the slot. Still holding on to it, Faulkner. Faulkner looking, shot to the net. Big rebound comes out. It'll be cleared, and that'll do it for the man advantage as Coops will head back out onto the ice here, and we're back to 5-on-5. Hewitt in across the line. Shot blocked. Now back to the other side for Dundas. Dundas just spinning and firing towards the net there.
Yeah.
And it'll be sent down and no icing here. So they're going to say Ty Johnson either got a piece of it or had to play on it. 6 minutes gone here in period number 2. It's a 2-0 Lincoln's lead. Into the corner here, the Strathroy zone, a turnover. Good chance, trying to bring it back out front. Brazeau with the save. And now the bouncing puck will get out to the Strathroy blue line. Johnson tipped forward by Hewitt, and the Rockets go into the Lincoln zone. Now Johnson back behind the Lincoln's net here. Hewitt waits just off to the side. It'll be cleared off the glass and down the ice for an icing call against St. Mary's.
Lots of action happening here. As it turned out, 2 for goaltender interference, 5 for fighting, and a game misconduct for Brandon Ballas. And I'm guessing the original call must have been going to Austin Kelleher because he's the only Lincoln who went anywhere. So presumably 2 minutes for whatever he did, and the 5 minutes for fighting and the game misconduct.
Back behind the Lincoln's net here. They'll clear it down the ice, and another icing coming against the Lincolns. So we'll do it again down in the St. Mary's zone. .13:30 to go here in period number 2. It's Perry Wood and Pimentel out there for the Rockets. Out in the neutral zone here. Wood tries to dump it back down low. Perry throws the body. It's Wood picking it up. Has nowhere to go as he had to wait for Perry to clear. From their own zone, the Lincolns trying to get that one back. And across the line, Lalonde. Lalonde shot. That one off is sticking wide. Wood losing an edge, able to clear that one up the ice. Back to Baker. Baker's pass coming forward here. Hands it off. Knocked away. Now on the right side. Into the corner. Up to the point. Shot thrown on. And Brazeau gloves it down to make the save.
The Lincolns have found iron 3 times in this second period after doing so in the first one time as well. They don't even count on shots on goal. Well, I guess unless they bounce off your leg and go in the net.
Trying to clear the puck here at center ice. Bouncing around, and Aiken shovels it back down low. Around the boards, gets out to center. Out front of the Lincoln's bench here. Ty Johnson will go back into the Rocket zone to get the puck here. Lincoln's hard on the forecheck. Now Faulkner running into some trouble. Habib will get it. Habib thrown hard against the wall. He stays on his feet. Gets it up to the blue line and unable to clear here as it's kept in. Now the Rockets will get it forward, but sent right back where it came from. As Faulkner dodging a hit here. Ferreira with Lamoureux. It's going to be Johnson who gets it away. Dundas right on him. Faulkner will pick it up, fire it, and right into the legs of Dundas. An offside against Strathroy with 11:57 to go here in period number 2.
An unfortunate turn of events for the Rockets as Brandon Ballas had been a very strong player for them in the first period. Did a great job defensively, had a chance to score as well. And now in the first half of the second period, his night is over.
Kendry back to get it here for Strathroy inside their own zone. Gets the puck up, and now the pass into the neutral zone for Spezial. Gets the center, dumps it into the opposite corner. Back there to play it. Faulkner throwing a hit against Mulder. Just poked up to the blue line and out by the Lincolns. Sent back down into the far side. Rimmed around. Good pass to get out to center. Now it's up to Mazur, and now carrying that one forward. Mazur dumps it in. He's got Mazza with him. Mazza, the goal scorer, to open things here. Out onto the ice here as he had that one bounce over top of him and out of the zone. It's Johnson moving forward. Kane Johnson, a shot on. That one off a stick. Wide into the corner against Dare. Now looking out front. Spezial bouncing around. Shot. Couldn't make it towards the net there. As it's going to be sent back down. And now a foot race for it. As Hull back to get it. And it's going to be knocked to the opposite corner. Marshall hands it up. Johnson. His move was stopped. Sent back into the offensive zone here by the Lincolns. Long pass onto the stick. Working forward, Kane Johnson. Johnson on the right side. Tried to leave that puck. Now to the net, they score! Pass out front. Tipped on goal. And the Rockets are back within one.
2 nifty backhand plays. Not one, but 2 nifty little backhand passes. And just a redirect as the puck went by Ryan Wheeler.
Hogarth will get his first of the year.
Yeah, and just redirected it into the net. Huge goal for the Rockets. 9:24 into the period.
That's something they've been looking for all season long, is just one of those hard-working goals where something finally goes right.
Yeah. It was. Brought the puck in. Little backhand pass past one defender. Another little backhand pass out in front of the net. And redirected into the net. And a huge goal for the Rockets.
Turnover, good chance. Whistled wide. Here's the Lincolns pressing against the Rockets here in the second period as we approach the midway mark of the period. And now it'll be blown down inside of the Lincoln zone here. 10-14 to go here in period number 2, and the Rockets are on the board. It's a 2-1 hockey game. As mentioned, it was Hogarth with the assist going to Hewitt and Kane Johnson. Lincoln's from their own zone now, getting it out to center. Long pass off the stick of Dundas as he intercepts that one. Now bouncing puck. Perry tried to get it off the stick of Lalonde. Lalonde's pass up and off the shin pads. Bounces all the way down into Strathroy territory. Johnson rimmed around the ball. Just trying to chip that one past. Couple links all over him. Lalonde to center. Flipped up in the air to the opposite corner. He'll go as Johnson will hand it up. Pimentel up into the air, and now Carson Perry will take it, and Carson Perry will come forward on the right side. Leaves for Dundas. Dundas tried to find Pimentel out front, and it was knocked away, and now a 2-on-1 for the Lynx back the other way. Mazer on the left side to the net, tipped on, and they score.
Very similar play. Throw the puck across the front of the net, just get a stick on it and have it redirect into the goal.
So a rush the other way for the Lincolns, and quickly they answer back to the Rockets first. It's a 3-1 game.
Well, as the puck was leaving the St. Mary's zone, Ty Johnson came in and tried to stick check the St. Mary's forward. He stepped around him, and it turned into a 2-on-1. And unfortunately for the Rockets, the pass was completed with a redirect in past Matthew Brazeau to make it 3-1.
So the Lincolns will jump in here and go on the attack once again here with 9 minutes to go in the period. Throwing the body against the wall there. Bouncing puck comes out and past the blue line. Getting to center, thrown in over the goal. It's gloved down by Brazeau. Brazeau watches as this puck's played out right in front of him. Now another chance, this one over top of the net. And now an arm comes up here, a penalty on the way. And it's going to be a slashing call. And I believe it's going to go against Brennan Faulkner.
It's Thomas Gildolan headed to the box for the Rockets. 2 minutes for slash. So after Caden Hogarth breaks a 90-minute and 50-second goalless streak for the Rockets to get them within 1, they are now back down by 2, and with 8:47 to go in the second, they're down by a man for 2 minutes.
Big penalty kill coming here for Strathroy. As it's rim around the boards up to the blue line, kept in by Dare. Dare looking for options, hands it off. Lalonde shot, this one tipped and off the bar. Oh boy, the Lincolns are finding iron a lot tonight. On the half wall here as the Rockets try to clear. Hard on the forecheck, this one is going to be sent down the ice. Out of his net to play it there is Wheeler as he watches with Pimentel right on him there. 3 links on him now, and now the helmet ripped off of him there. And he's going to have to get off the ice here, and this will give the Lincolns a chance to quickly work up the other way. Now Perry is going to spin and fire it down the ice.
Spezial coming off the bench. Almost had a breakaway pass.
Lynx from their own net now, up to center. Off the skates of the Rockets and sent back into the Lincoln zone here. 54 seconds to go on the man advantage. Circling back at his own blue line and now working forward here, Morey. To the corner, Kindry. Kindry, his clearing attempt stopped at the line. Now Kindry again, another chance, and this one will be sent the length of the ice. So 30 seconds to go on the man advantage for St. Mary's. They'll have to start from their own zone. Cleared back, and now Spezial will have it for Strathroy. Good pass finds his way to Hewitt. Hewitt back to Hull, as Hull's going to watch and send this one all the way back down into the St. Mary's zone. They'll get a wholesale line change here as well. Lincoln's time for one more rush to get down into the Rocket zone here. 5 seconds to go in the man advantage. They enter the zone across the blue line. Up to the point. Monroe hands it off now to the net. This one tipped wide into the corner. Bill Dolan, who's out of the box and onto the ice here to help the Rockets out in their own zone. Thrown towards the net, blockered away. He's going to pick it up, and a pass as he takes a hit goes off a stick into the corner. Faulkner to try and chase it down. Now he's off the ice here as the Lincolns work up to center. Vandenbrink had that one bounce off his stick. Now up to the red line. Faulkner on the right side. Faulkner loses an edge here as he falls down. Gets it into the corner, but it's going to result in a turnover here. And now the Lincolns clear it up to the half wall. Up to center. Bouncing puck gets away from them. Now a hit thrown. The Rockets have a little bit of a 2-on-1 here. Faulkner over to Wood. Can't get the shot off there on that bouncing puck. Would have been a glorious opportunity for Strathroy. And they don't get a shot off on it.
Yeah, the puck kind of bobbled on Wood, or he's got a wide open left side of the net.
Long pass tipped. It'll go all the way back down into the Strathroy zone. 5.5 to go here in period number 2. It's a 3-1 Lincoln's lead as it's going to be flipped up. Bouncing puck will find its way back down into the St. Mary's zone. Cleared, and now having to clear is Dundas, and the Rockets will get the puck back. And now a backhand thrown towards the net by Wood, who will come off the ice. Took a big hit there to end that shift. Looking for options here. The pass will come up to Mazur. Mazur in across the Rockets' blue line here. Still has it on his stick. A delayed penalty coming here against the Rockets. They'll touch up, and it's going to be a tripping call. And we'll see who it's against for Strathroy. And I think it's going to be Blake Hall.
There's a lot of palms up by the players on the ice because no Lincoln hit the deck.
I think that's Hall looking for an explanation as well.
Yeah,
I didn't see anything.
Nobody fell. I'll be honest with you, it's his choice of call that confuses me. Had he called that a hook, I might have bought it. There was some stick on body there. I honestly didn't think it was enough for a penalty, but I'm not wearing the stripes tonight. And another penalty to kill for the Rockets.
Shot thrown on from the low slot is going to be stopped by Brazeau. So with 4:58 to go here in period number 2, it's the Rockets having to kill yet another penalty. This one, the trip on Hall. Now back behind the net here. Good chances. This one's sent, but over top of the glass and out of play.
Thankfully in the GOJHL, that's not a penalty as it is at higher levels. Only if the goaltender does it.
Also the shorter glass along the sides here in Strathroy. A lot of rinks that probably stays in.
That would make it impossible in this rink.
Up to the point here, Lincoln's working on the power play. Maury back up to center for Monroe. He hands it off to the side, and now we'll get it right back as he works his way just over towards the Lincoln's bench, and now switching spots here with Maury. Maury gets it back, looking for a shot towards the net. And through traffic, Brazeau able to see it, make the save, and cover up.
The Lincolns, I haven't looked up their power play stats, but I would not be surprised if they've got a good power play percentage. The way you see the defense at the top of the box, moving the puck around, trying to open up the lanes. It's a pretty good looking power play.
They'll get another chance here as that one's knocked away, and the net will come off behind Brazeau.
With 4:25 left in the second period, that might be the latest in a game that particular net to our left has come off its moorings.
It's normally the one that's off within a few minutes of the game.
It is. Good stiff breeze to blow it off in the first period. But no, two players collide with the net, and the faceoff comes outside of the Rockets zone.
So the Rockets still on the penalty kill here. This one unable to clear as it was stopped against the wall. And another chance here. This one on the glass, gets out to center at least. Now the pass almost intercepted by Hogarth. Maury will carry it in across the line. Now Maury stopping up. Looking for pass options. He'll just hand it back up to the point. Now a one-time shot. That one stopped by the pad of Brazeau. The stick goes flying in the air for the Lincolns. Monroe at the top of the blue line. Hands it off. Now he gets it right back. Shot thrown towards the net there, right through the blue paint and into the corner before it's picked up by Morey. Hands it off. Monroe, one-time chance, scores. A power play goal. And it is 4-1 Lincolns.
I don't think Matthew Brazeau saw that at all. One-time pass. He put it on a pillow for Monroe, who one-timed it toward the net. And by the time Brazeau waved at it, it was already by him. There was a lot of traffic in front.
A lot of traffic in front and a perfectly placed shot. And the Lincolns add on to their lead here. It's 4-1. Dumping it in here to the Strathroy zone. The Rockets will go back and try to find an answer here for this Lincolns offense. Dundas at his own blue line now. Pass into the skates of Faulkner. Now back into the corner. Chipping that one up and picking that one up inside his own zone. Kindry up to Wood. Wood has it at center. Will throw it in off the glass into the opposite corner. Now back down low. Puck comes right out front and right through the crease of Wheeler. And now a penalty coming here. It's going to be against the Lincolns. Chance out front. Smith has it. And a stop by Wheeler. Another chance out front. Bodies flying, thrown towards the net. Blocked and cleared. But the penalty here is a hook.
One penalty for sure. He could have had a couple there. A massive cross-check in front of the net by one of the Lincoln's defensemen. And the Rockets did everything in that sequence but put the puck in the net. But a well-earned hook down in the corner will put the Rockets on the power play. As Joe Mazer will sit for 2 or less.
And a big power play coming here for Strathroy.
Yeah.
Try and get themselves back into this game heading into the break.
Well, now we've got 5 as Riley Wood joins the crew.
Puck drop. Perry wasn't ready for it. But the Rockets still able to maintain control here as now the linesman in the way and an easy clear here for the Lincolns.
I think you'll find that was more a penalty for not having 5 guys ready when the other team was ready.
It's Perry coming up through center. Rockets thought they were offside, they were onside, and now they'll get the puck back. Perry knocking it forward. Wood opposite side, one-time chance. Couldn't get the shot off, was Johnson. Back behind the net.
Fanned on that, yeah.
It's Perry at the hash marks. Hands it off down low, looking for a chance out front. Puck bounces away, kept alive here by the Rockets. Perry to the net off the post. Back to Smith at the point. He'll walk across the line, hand it off down low. Perry again. Back behind the net. Mulder around the boards up to the point for Smith. Smith to Wood. Wood still holding on to it up to Hall. Hall back to Wood. Wood shot blocked. Kept alive here for Strathroy. Play call. Settles down the puck here as he walks across the blue line. Hands it off to Carson Perry. Perry gets the puck back. Out front, Wood chance, and that one rifled in. A blocker saved by Wheeler as the puck goes out of play.
We had a great view of that shot from here. Riley Wood trying to go blocker side high. And Wheeler was ready for it. Got his blocker in the way, sent the puck out of play. It's a much better looking power play than we've seen from the Rockets. I mentioned last week about the bumper spot in the middle and not really using it. They're using it a lot tonight and getting some good chances to score from the hash marks.
So the Rockets here on the power play. Kindry will hand it off down low. And it's Hogarth looking for options. Lalonde will throw him against the wall, and now the puck will get away. And it's going to be a foot race. Brazeau's out of the net to play it. And that was the only option there to stop a breakaway.
Yeah, Marshall was not going to win that race to the puck.
Now Spezial comes in on the left side. His shot will go up and out of play into the netting. Is Moore now having an argument with the official. Guard him.
Kieran Moore tried to draw a penalty in the neutral zone, and he's just not having it that there was no whistle. He did the chicken wing on the Rockets forward stick and fell down, and he's upset.
And I think you could actually hear the official, at least from up here, say, "You're lucky you're not the one getting the penalty."
Well, if he keeps talking much longer, he just might.
Off the draw, goes into the corner for Monroe. 2 Rockets on him to get the puck back. Hogarth will hold on to it here. Goes around to the boards, picked up by Marshall. Now back down low, no one there to get it for Strathroy. Good chance to clear, and the Lincolns will as it goes down the ice, chased down by Mazur. Mazur looking to the slot, no one there. Trying to clear, Rockets can't as it's sent back in from the blue line by Mazur. 31 seconds to go here in the second period. Chance for the Lynx, out front, just out of the reach there. Now back down low, Mazur again. Spins on his forehand, holds on to it here, cycles it off down low. Trying to rub the body out against here. Lincoln's bench looking for a call, not going to get it in the slot, whistled over top of the net. Off a stick, and the faceoff will stay inside with 12.5 to go in the period.
The Lincolns are begging for calls now.
That last one was right out front of the Lincoln's bench, and you'd be hard-pressed to find a Lincoln who wasn't looking for the call there, but the faceoff will stay inside the Strathroy zone with 12.5 to go in the period. Tied up off the draw. It's Hewitt. Clearing it up to center, bouncing puck. Trying to chase that one down, but it is going to take us to the end of the second here. As another 20 minutes, and the Lincolns will add on to their lead. The Rockets get on the board, but the Lincolns add 2 more, and it is a 4-1 St. Mary's lead after 40 minutes of play here in Strathroy.
Yeah, some real gamesmanship here going on from the Lincoln's bench over toward the Rockets. When you're up 4-1, I guess you can do that. But yeah, Caden Hogarth with a nice goal to make it 2-1, or get them within 1 at 2-1. But after that, it didn't. It did not go the Rockets' way. 2 more goals for the Lincolns. As Ethan Lamoureux is having a long conversation at center ice with the 3 officials.
And I'm not quite sure what this would be about, aside from maybe looking for some more calls.
Non-call, perhaps, but
I don't think having a conversation with the officials is going to change anything. Certainly not anything that happened.
And now the Lincoln's coach.
And probably not anything going forward. And you can see, judging by his hand motions, they're looking for the hands on the stick, the holding the stick calls that we saw in front of the Lincoln's bench, and we saw down in the Strathroy or the St. Mary's zone earlier on in the period. Yeah,
the stick in the hands, the grabbing the stick, those are calls that often, if you're watching an NHL game, those are called often. Only one official here in the GOJHL, only one referee calling the penalties, so there are things that are going to get missed. And so I just think you're up.
Something to get used to.
You're up 4-1.
So the Rockets will unfortunately be down 3 as we head to the third period of play. They get on the board courtesy of Caden Hogarth's first of the year. Mark Hewitt and Kane Johnson picking up the assists on that goal. But it was Schnitker and Monroe to give the Lincolns a 4-1 lead right after that. And that is where we are as we will head to the third period of play. Shots on goal still in favor of the Lincolns, 24-20 after 2 periods of play. The Rockets were 11-10 in that second period. And they're finishing up the on-ice tire roll game here, giving the kid a second shot in this one.
Oh.
It looks like it's going to hit iron like the Lynx have a few times tonight.
Have they ever?
So we'll go to the third period, the second intermission coming up here in Strathroy. It is a 4-1 St. Mary's lead. We'll take a break here. Third period coming up from Strathroy. The following live broadcast of Strathroy Rockets hockey is made possible thanks to our generous sponsors. Andy's Legendary Pizza,
located at 10 Metcalf Street West in Strathroy. Commonwealth Financial, located at 370 Albert Street in Strathroy, and online at commonwealthfinancial.ca. Carpet One Floor and Home, located at 325 Caradoc Street South in Strathroy. All Season Concrete, located just outside Strathroy, and visit them online at allseasonconcrete.ca. MNP Accounting, Consulting and Tax Services, located at 6 Front Street in downtown Strathroy. And by Middlesex Chiropractic. Visit them at 117 Thomas Street in Strathroy. The following is a live presentation of Strathroy Rockets hockey. Aspro's in alone. Daniel Aspro, breakaway, scores! Left to the net here, still has it. Over to the side, center, scores!
Well, we welcome you back here to the West Middlesex Memorial Center. Period number 3 is just about on its way here in Strathroy. It's a 4-1 St. Mary's Lincoln's lead as they picked up another 3 goals in that second period. And the Rockets, well, they got on the board, but
They did.
they got some work to do here in period number 3.
They have a lot of work to do.
4-1 as the Lincolns lead this game and are looking to try and close it out here in the final 20 minutes. The Rockets had their chances. They've had their chances all night long. They finally got one past Wheeler, but some turnovers, some chances back the other way, and then a power play goal for the Lincolns. All of a sudden, it's a 4-1 game.
And I mean, I was talking about how the Rockets power play does look better tonight than it has over the past couple of games, but it hasn't resulted in a goal. And actually, the goal they did score at first really didn't look like it's like I wouldn't put that in the top 8 chances they've had all night, but it turned into a goal. Hard work, a couple of nifty little passes, and it was in the net. I don't know. It's tough. Like, I want to say, like, they're obviously being outworked. Well, they really haven't been. Maybe they're just being outskilled. Well, I really don't think that either. But, you know, when push comes to shove, the puck ends up in their net from the chances and not in the other one.
So period number 3 underway here in Strathroy, and a big hit right away by Mulder. Trying to set the tone for this third period here for the Lynx, and now an icing call right after. We'll have the face-off coming back down into the St. Mary's zone 11 seconds in.
I think we're probably going to see more of that from the Lincolns here in this third period. I mean, it's not just the players thinking, you know, they should have got a call here or there. When the coach is going to the officials, they obviously feel like, you know, maybe it's them against 2 teams.
And now a hit thrown by Hull. Knocks the puck off his man, and the Rockets will take control from their own zone. With speed. The mental shot into the corner, off a stick, up to the point. Hull, Marshall shot off a stick and wide. Kept alive here for Strathroy inside the Lincoln zone. And now will be the Lincolns with control from their own blue line up to center. Past the stick of Lamoureux, and it's going to be Marshall picking it up for Strathroy. A long pass, and it's going to be tipped in off Carson Perry. And the Rockets captain will get a line change here, 55 seconds into the third period of play. Cleared off the glass and down the ice. And on this fresh sheet, this is going to go for an icing call against the Lincolns.
In the neutral zone about 30 seconds ago, there was a really nice hip check by Blake Hull on Kobe Ferreira of the Lincolns. Ferreira went right to the bench and has been struggling ever since.
Faulkner's shot right off the draw was right into the shin pads. Now they'll get it back in the slot, walking out, throwing that one off the side of the net. Another good chance there, that one by Brennan Faulkner. Up to the point, Smith to the net, pad, saved by Wheeler. Now Faulkner goes to get it in the corner. Hands it off, chance out front, nice save, rebound, another chance out front for Dundas as that one was stopped and now knocked down with a high stick. It'll be touched and waved off on the high stick. Smith battling to try and get that one away from Morey. Morey will win the battle, throw a shot in from distance, well wide. Now Monroe, his shot, and he scores. Just inside the top of the circle. Snaps it past the blocker side of Brazeau, and it's a 5-1 game.
I don't know if Owen Kindry was any sort of unintentional screen on that or if Brazeau just missed it, but it went right over his blocker to the far side top corner. And it is now 5-1.
Shot thrown on goal there and stopped by Brazeau. Rao rimmed around up to the point. Lalonde keeps it in and then flipped up in to the netting, out of play. And the Lincoln's 5th goal of the game here is going to make things tough for this Strathroy club.
Well, if they had any hopes of coming back from down 3, I would say that one was the dagger.
A club that has scored 5 goals in regulation all season long now finds himself trailing by 4 in the final period of play. And they certainly have their work cut out for him. Kept in at the blue line here, now knocked away. Losing his stick, but quickly picking it back up as Habib fires one in on Wheeler. Wheeler stops it, keeps the play alive here as Lalonde will pick it up, get it up to the half wall. Stopped, and now the Lynx come out past their own bench, dump that one down, and the icing waved off as it goes into the Strathroy zone. Picking it up here in the corner. Spezial poked that one away, and now it gets up to center. Bouncing puck into the Lincoln zone. Gildolan now up against the wall. Bouncing there, and Rockets look to pick this one up, but it's sent down off the glass. Kept alive. Bouncing puck is Ferreira. Almost got that one away, and it's going to be a penalty coming here.
High
head contact on Spezial.
Spezial's acting like Ferreira might have helped sell that a little bit.
And so it'll be a penalty here, and the Rockets will head to the penalty kill.
What are we doing here?
And now the linesman having a conversation with the Rockets bench. And I believe it's going to be...
It's going to be
2 and a 10.
It's 2 and 10. So Gildolan's going to go serve the minor penalty for Spezial. The call was checking to the head.
And when that happens, you got to serve the 2 and 10 yourself and have somebody else serve the minor. So it'll be Gildolan off to serve it for Spezial, and the Rockets on a penalty kill here. Lincoln's working on the power play. They've already scored once on the power play tonight. Down low behind the net, trying to walk out from the corner. Lost it and still holds on to it here. Out into the slot, thrown towards the net. That one whistled wide. Vandenbrink, his shot stopped by the blocker of Brazeau into the corner. Monroe hands it back, and now he gets it back. Top center of the blue line. Back down behind the net, off the stick of Lamoureux. Now Lamoureux still with it, looking for options. He'll still hold on to it, top of the circle. Pass comes over. Vandenbrink walks it, hands it off. Shot wide of the goal, bounces out front. There's a good chance there as these lively boards have given the Lincoln some chances tonight. Vandenbrink, one-time shot thrown on. That one by Monroe, stopped by Brazeau, and we'll get a whistle here. 49 seconds left here on the Lincoln's power play.
And you can see Schnittker kind of giving Monroe the what for, because that one-timer from the point, there was no traffic at all, and Schnittker came out of the corner almost begging the question, why did you shoot that?
One back on the draw here by the Lynx. Shot to the net, stopped by Brazeau again as he takes that one right in the logo. Save made, 45 seconds to go here on the penalty kill. It's a 5-1 Lincoln's lead. They've added another one so far here in the third. Up to the blue line. Lalonde shot and he scores. He beats Brazeau blocker side. And the celebration continues here for Lalonde, and for a second there, you thought the official was going to give him a penalty.
The celebrations are now starting to they're pouring it on with the celebrations as well as on the scoreboard. Skated right through the Rockets on the ice with his celebration and over toward the Rockets standing in suits in the corner.
And the second straight goal that's beaten Brazeau on the blocker side.
Yeah.
A 6-1 Lincoln's lead. Up to center. Faulkner will throw it on goal, and it'll be stopped and covered up here by Wheeler.
Yeah, the Lincolns are enjoying every minute of this.
Lamoureux slow to get off the ice here.
Yeah, he struggled in the first period. He took a hit that we kind of wondered about.
Wonder if there's an injury that's been nagging him.
Wow, up 5 goals. I'm not sure how regular a shift I would want him playing in the final 15.
I'd almost be tempted to take him off the ice, send him to the room early. With the Lincolns up 6-1 here. Rockets looking as clear. Turned over. Aitken will bring it in, but offside.
Yeah.
As he stepped across the line looking like he was going to shoot.
Mazza couldn't quite get out of the zone. But yeah, with Lamoureux, when you're up 5 goals like that, there's no reason to, whatever it is he's got going on, I'd just let him sit on the bench and be a spectator for the rest of this one.
Face off in the neutral zone right in front of the Rockets bench. 15:09 to go here in period number 3. Off the draw, one back here by the Lynx. Dumped into the Strathroy zone. Marshall back to get it in the corner. Rimmed around the boards to Hewitt. Hewitt will stop that one with his skate. Clear it out to center ice, but that's as far as it'll get here before the Lynx take control once again. Long pass up and down the ice, and they're going to say it was tipped, so no icing here against St. Mary's. Almost a turnover back behind the net here. Hit thrown by Ferreira, and now Carson Perry will take some time from back behind his own net, carried up ice, pass just out of the reach of Marshall. And the Lincolns control from their own zone once more. Now a pass, one-time chance there as Dundas came in and quickly tried to get a shot off there, but fanned on it. That puck was rolling around on its side. Now pass up to center ice, Dare on the right. Dare, and not able to hold the line here, and now some shoves out front of the Rockets net. It's Dare and Marshall.
And Dare's just, daring him. There's no need for him to be in there. And now asking for a call.
So as you would expect in a 6-1 game, late here the third.
Not late enough. 14:09. There's a lot of time.
A lot of hockey to play.
A lot of time for this sort of thing to continue as Ryan Marshall and Jonathan Dare both find their way to the penalty box. 2 minutes each for roughing, I think.
Yep. Offsetting 5-on-5 hockey will be played here.
And I think
and you'll see a lot of that, I think, throughout the remaining 14:09 of this game.
The referee is going to have his hands full the rest of this game trying to keep the lid on this.
The lone official in this 3-man system, and as you mentioned, going to have his hands full through the final 14 minutes of this contest, as if he hasn't already tonight.
Yes. Already had one fight this evening. Brandon Ballas and Austin Kelleher both ejected in the second period.
Face off in the neutral zone on the St. Mary's side of the line there. Up to center, off the stick of Schnittker and into the corner. Brazeau's out of his net to play it. Sends it to the opposite side. Now into the neutral zone. Habib hands that one off and carrying it forward here. Ty Johnson dumps it into the corner. Hogarth has that one knocked past him. Bouncing puck. Can't hold on to it here as the Rockets will take it back at their own blue line. Johnson's pass up to Pimentel, and now Pimentel set down on the far side of the ice here, and he's slow to get up.
Coop's got him there.
Slow to get up as the Lincolns set back behind their own net here. And he slams his stick in frustration here as the Lincolns try to work up from their own side of the ice, and they'll be blown down on a glove pass. And I'm not sure what happened down here, whether it could have been a call or not, but as we've talked about so many times tonight, with one official out there, it is tough to cover the entire portion of the ice.
Yeah. And Caden Hogarth showing his frustration as he went to the bench.
Cleared off the glass and down the ice. Icing call against the Lincolns as Mazzo was right there, but we'll get the whistle. 13 minutes to go here in the third.
Won the race to the puck, but did not beat the puck to the goal line. And Brennan and Caden Faulkner both out on this shift.
Face-off won by the Lynx inside their own zone. They'll get it to the top of the circle, flip it up into the air, and it'll be gloved down in just inside the Strathroy zone. Pass off the stick, and a long one thrown in on Brazeau, who makes the save, keeps it alive. Rockets go D-to-D. Now pass comes up to Brennan Faulkner. His pass, nobody there for Strathroy, and once again the Lincolns just playing get it out of the zone. Kindry tried to go D-to-D over to Smith. It had it bounced over top of Smith's stick. Now back to Kindry on the left side. Long pass up onto the stick there. Gildolan had that one roll off and into the Lincoln zone. From their own blue line here, getting up to center and then running into the skate there. Lalonde lost that one. Aitken back now with it for the Lincolns. Up to the neutral zone, bouncing puck onto the stick of Ferreira. Ferreira, good move, works himself towards the net there and has it go behind the net. Still maintaining control of the puck. Pass off the stick of Kindry. Kindry will pick it up now. And now Kindry working it on the left side before he loses an edge. Puck dumped back in by the Lincolns. They'll clear. And now it's going to be a foot race for it. Hewitt, and he was just, wow. Looked like it could have been an interference call, but
yeah,
nothing there from the official here. Now the Rockets still inside the zone, thrown on, and it's stopped easily by Wheeler.
The defender was going to lose that battle, and all he did was take the body. The puck wasn't there yet, or they hadn't reached the puck yet, but Hewitt was definitely going to get there first.
11:31 to go here in period number 3. A 6-1 Lincoln's lead. Hall's pass up to Wood. Wood bounces it off the boards and dumps it inside the Lincoln zone. Now back down low. Here's Moore with a breakout and a big hit at center ice there as Hall stepped up on him. Now Riley Wood. Rockets from their own zone, looking for that outlet pass, carrying it up at the blue line. Johnson lost it, turned it over. Schnittker back the other way. Schnittker to the net, just poked away into the corner there by Brazeau. Now Perry almost had a little bit of a break there to get out of the zone. Lost it, and now Schnittker will go up to the point. Kept in down low. Behind the net here, looking to walk out front. Shot thrown on. Stopped by Brazeau, and just clearing this one is Blake Hall as he flips it up and down the ice into the St. Mary's zone.
Good to see that some of them are still engaged. That was a really good hit by Hall in the neutral zone.
Ferreira, he's going to come wide on the right side, tried to cut towards the net there, lost it on his backhand. Still has it here inside. Trying to poke that one away. It'll be Carson Perry picking it up. Perry into the blue line. Good drop pass to leave it there. Perry gets it back, whistles one over top of the goal. Good scoring opportunity there for Strathroy, and it goes the wayside. Now tipped up at center. Hogarth with speed coming in on the left side. Almost lost that one, still holds on to it. Back behind the net, tried to go for a centering pass. Still held on to, thrown out front, and it'll land right in the glove of Wheeler.
Bounced right off the shin pad at the side of the net into the mitt. He didn't have to move it.
Under the halfway mark of this third period, 9:40 to go, as the Lincolns have it inside their own zone. Pass was intercepted as Hogarth tried to dump it back in on the backhand. Dumped in, and Marshall back to get it here for Strathroy. Up to Pimentel. His pass intercepted by Mazer, who dumps it in, and it'll be Habib back to get it for Strathroy. Habib, pass up and through the skates of Dundas, and Dundas wanted nothing to do with that pass, as he would have been probably set down as soon as he touched it. Back into the Strathroy zone for Marshall again here. Dumped into the opposite corner. Dundas is in there to get it. Dundas rifles one from below the goal line. It'll bounce all the way back out into the neutral zone, and the Rockets will get a line change here. As Habib hands it up to Dundas. Dundas on the left side. Shot. Knocked off his stick into the corner. Now a long one. This one just out of the reach there of Mazza, and it'll be thrown back in here by the Lincolns, who will get a line change as well. 8:30 to go here in the third. Smith up to the Rockets' blue line for Kane Johnson. Back to Smith. Hands it off to Kindry. Kindry will step across the center ice line and dump it into the opposite corner, where Coops is waiting for Kane Johnson. Looking back out front. It's Johnson. Out front, Faulkner. A nice pass through the legs. No one was out front to get it for Strathroy. And it's cleared out to center. Moore battling against Kindry. It'll get away from the both of them. Bounce over top of the stick at center. And now Faulkner had that one knocked away from him. Schnittger right on the forecheck against Smith. Smith pass onto the stick. Faulkner gets it now. Faulkner dumps it into the corner with Johnson giving chase. And a big hit by Johnson sets down his man. And now Coops rimmed around the boards, got it up to the blue line, not out yet, still sitting just inside the line, and it'll stay inside the line as it's dumped back in. Wheeler plays it off to his D-man, and now with speed working up to center and dumping that one in. Monroe. Now Monroe again. Dumping it in. Kane Johnson knocks it down with the stick. 7 minutes to go here in the third. Rockets from their own zone just going to send this one up into the Lincoln zone. Knocked down and picked up here. Now looking for their shot. Whistled wide on the slapper at the top of the circle. Brennan Faulkner was trying to find the back of the net there on a booming slap shot. Now Dolan holding on to it here as he spins, thrown towards the net, out front, scores. Hogarth again, it looks like. Second of the game, 6-2.
Shot on goal into traffic. Rebound kind of kicked out away from the traffic to the left of the goaltender. And Hogarth cruising. And he fired that into the empty net with authority. Like he was just annoyed that this goal doesn't mean anything. Down 4 with 6:36 to go.
So the Rockets get another one here, but it's a 6-2 Lincoln's lead. Now coming back up ice and picking it up from their own zone. The Rockets come the other way. It's Hogarth. Hands it off to Hewitt. His shot. Hogarth again. Good chance. That one stopped by Wheeler. Body's flying, and now it comes out into the slot. Looking again. Bouncing around into the corner. Now back behind the net. Hogarth trying to chase that one down. It'll be cleared off the glass up to the blue line, but kept in by Hall. Hall's shot stopped into the shin pads. With it again, trying to clear, and the Lincolns finally will as they get it back out to center. And Hogarth now from his own zone looking for some options. The pass up to the center ice line. And Gildolan couldn't control that one as it's going to be dumped in by the Lincolns here. Lincoln's playing a very reserved defense here as the pass a long one into the offensive zone for Riley Wood, who takes a hit from Lalonde. Separates the man from the puck, and the Lincolns once again just looking to clear as it gets up to Moore. Moore off the glass over top of his man. Marshall able to knock that one away, but the Lincolns were offside on the play. So we'll get a face-off with 5:15 to go here in the final period.
That's a great shift by the Hogarth line. Even after the goal, I was like, where have you been all my life? Spent so much time down in the Lincoln's end, chance after chance, handling the puck around like they haven't done all night.
So Lincoln's clear back into the Strathroy zone. Marshall back to get it, hands it off to Carson Perry. Now Perry hands that one off. Wood just trying to poke it forward, but the Lincoln's able to clear back into the Strathroy zone. Now Habib with it. Habib spins away from the defender, throws it in off the skate of Carson Perry, and the Lincolns once again just putting it back where it came from to clear the puck. Now bouncing puck. Pimentel into the corner. Marshall back down low. No options here as the Lynx will get it. Clear it up and bounce it off the glass and down the ice as Marshall throws a hit here, and that will be an interference call on Marshall. So Marshall will head to the box with 4:31 to go here in the third.
And somebody on the ice just let Garnham how they know or how they felt about that call. Interference, 100%. In a 6-2 game with 4.5 minutes to go. Is that the kind of call we're looking to, to make there?
Right away cleared off the draw here by the Rockets. Coops back to get it here for the Lincolns. And now the Lynx from their own zone, right in front of their own bench. Dumped in, but they're offside here. They'll have to clear as Lamoureux was ahead of the play, and they'll give the Rockets a chance to send it down the length of the ice here. Already 30 seconds gone off the penalty kill. Although with a 6-2 lead and 4 minutes to go, not a huge amount of urgency from this Lincoln's power play.
No.
Lamoureux in on the right side. He'll spin, pass it off the boards up to Coops at the point. Now back to Lamoureux. Hands it off down low. Shot thrown on. Big rebound bounces out front. Hewitt will backhand it, but kept in at the blue line by Coops. Over to Aiken. Aiken's shot. Lamoureux a chance. That one stopped by Brazeau. Lamoureux back behind the net here for St. Mary's. Hands that one off, and now Ferreira up to the point for Monroe over to Coops. Now Monroe again. Top circle. One-time chance, and that one. Not sure if he fanned on it or if Brazeau got a piece of it, but it stays alive here with 44 seconds to go on the man advantage. Monroe looking for a shot. Stopped by Brazeau. Rebound. And Coops was right there, banging away at the rebound.
There's all sorts of conversations happening on the ice right now. You'll have to tune into Sirius XM in order to listen to what's being said on the ice. Definitely a pay-for-play. 36 seconds remain in the penalty to Ryan Marshall.
So the Rockets will clear here from their own zone and watch the time tick off that penalty to Marshall here. 2:50 to go, and it's turnover out front. Had a good chance at the side of the goal there for Johnson, but Wheeler shuts the door.
Yeah, unfortunately for Johnson, the puck was just a little tight in, and Wheeler doing a great job as he has most of the evening, tucking himself right up to the goal post.
Face off one bank, but clearly and right back into the Strathroy zone before it's dumped in off of Mulder into the corner. Back behind the Lincoln's net here. No rush to get it up ice as the penalty to Marshall expires. We're back to even strength for the next 2:28, barring any more penalties. Now into the corner. Thrown into the wall there. Mazza tries to get away from two Rockets right on him. Now Johnson throws him into the wall. Official lawn looking, making sure that this one gets loose here. Still pinned against the wall off to the right side of Brazeau in the corner. Finally it's cleared up to the blue line, but kept in. Now a bouncing puck. Morey gets it to Dare. Dare's shot whistled well wide of the goal. Hayne Johnson will clear up to the blue line. Bouncing puck gets out. And the Rockets now will clear it but not get very far here, as once again the Lincolns will pin it against the wall. Now pass chipped over to Spezial, who will step across the blue line. Spezial, shot off a stick and into the corner. And now the Lincolns back the other way with 90 seconds to go here in this contest. Lamoureux loses an edge, able to get back up to his feet. Still with the puck here, the Lincolns looking for a shot. That one off a stick and over top of the net, now sitting on the back of the net. Lynx able to get control. That spin pass picked up by the Rockets, getting that one up to center. Spezial, pass off the stick, and Faulkner will go chase that one down low. Now the pass comes out front. Dolan shot whistled high, glove side, trying to find the top corner, but it missed by plenty. Final minute of this contest here as the Rockets bring the puck up from their own zone. Brennan Faulkner now chasing in after his own dump in. Playing hard here to the final whistle as it's cleared out by the Lincolns back into the Strathroy zone. Habib just trying to get to center. He lost it. Mazur will pick it up and come in one-on-one here. Mazur lost it on the move. Tried to go between the legs of the defender as it's dumped back into the Strathroy zone with just 20 seconds to go here in this contest. Smith's pass up to Dolan, who will just dump it in on the back end. Wheeler will play it. It'll be cleared off the glass and back out to center. Bouncing puck down into the Strathroy zone. And that'll do it for this contest here as Hewitt will hold on to it. The horn will go. And the Lincolns will win this game by a final score of 6-2. As Wheeler gets the celebrations there down in the St. Mary's zone. On top of his game tonight, held the Rockets to just 2 and let the offense do all the work.
Yeah, the Langley, BC native did a great job tonight for the Lincolns. He made the saves he had to make. Caden Hogarth beat him twice, the only Rocket to do so tonight. And full value, 6-2 win are the St. Mary's Lincolns this evening.
So the Lincolns win this one. Final score 6-2. And the Rockets drop yet another one here and fall to 1-4 early on in this season. Some scoring opportunities throughout the game, but ultimately the turnovers and the other team taking advantage of every opportunity they had. It's a 6-2 final.
Yeah.
36-32, the final shots on goal in favor of St. Mary's. And the final score of 6-2. Rockets back in action tomorrow as they hit the road on Thanksgiving Sunday to take on the Kamoka Kings. A 4:30 start at the Kamoka Wellness Center. If you want to catch that game, make sure you tune in to Hockey TV. We'll not be calling that game on YouTube, but make sure you tune into Hockey TV for that action. We'll be back Thursday night in Sarnia. We thank you for listening with us tonight, watching with us on Hockey TV, and have a safe and happy night.